If you want to get ahead of most people, you need to start before most people, and a way to easily do that is by having an early morning routine. Success comes from consistency and getting comfortable with the uncomfortable, even if that is a 6 a.m. morning. So here's 8 tips to help you create the perfect personalized routine. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Pamela and today we're going to be talking about how to wake up earlier and the benefits of actually doing that. Over the past few weeks now, I've been waking up at 6 a.m. and just getting my day started, and I cannot tell you guys how much it has changed my life. I never thought that I was going to be a 6 a.m. girly and that I was going to have an amazing time doing it. Like, I used to struggle just getting out of bed. I loved pressing the snooze alarm. I just don't want to get up. Like, I had no motivation. Over the last few months, as I've really been working on building back up my routine and just getting in the flow of being a post grad, I've learned so much, and I actually have not realized the reasons why I was not enjoying waking up early. So I'm gonna break it all down for you guys in this video. I'm gonna be giving you 4 tips on how to actually wake up early, and then the 4 benefits that not only I have noticed, but benefits for you if you are looking to do the same thing. So let's get started. Tip number 1, if you are looking to get up earlier, is you need to have a strict bedtime for yourself. I used to hate having bedtimes when I was younger, obviously in high school and in middle school, but as I've gotten older, I've become a lot more appreciative and grateful of having a bedtime routine. I'm just automatically programmed now in my brain to know after 9 o'clock it is lights out. I need to shower, I need to journal, I need to read, and I need to get in bed and be lights out asleep by at least 10:30. The latest I will ever go to bed is like 11 o'clock, but even that, I'm already like, okay, I know I'm gonna be really tired in the morning. Being strict with yourself and knowing that you have to go to bed at a certain time can really help you, especially if you know that you have to wake up earlier the next day. I used to expect myself to wake up really early after going to bed at like 12:30, and now I cannot even imagine going to bed like past midnight because I just know in the morning I'm gonna be so tired and I'm not gonna want to get up. Number 2 is you need to write out your goals or your to-do list for the next day the night before. You guys are gonna notice that in a lot of these tips, in order to wake up earlier, you have to set yourself up the night before. You cannot have a good morning if you are not setting yourself up right before you go to bed and the night before. For me, something that has been really helpful is writing out my daily 3, which is on my post-it note. So I actually heard this tip from Kevin O'Leary, who heard it from another woman, and I actually already talked about this in another few of my videos, but in case you guys are new here, I was watching Kevin O'Leary's YouTube channel, who is Mr. Wonderful on Shark Tank, and he mentioned that he heard about this tip from a woman who founded, I think it was like a wedding business. She mentioned that every single night or every single morning she writes down 3 things that she has to get done before she does anything else during the day. I loved that tip because he mentioned how it has completely changed his life. I was thinking, you know what, like, I don't know if that's gonna help me, but let me just try it out. I tried it out and I have been obsessed. I've been doing this, I think, for the past 2 weeks now. My productivity has increased by an insane amount. Like, you would be surprised at how much you can actually get accomplished by just writing things down on a post-it note. It's really weird, but when I used to write down things in my journal or in my planner of, okay, this is everything I have to do today, I would get really overwhelmed. It would just make me not want to get anything done. When I actually just write things down on here, it makes me more inclined to want to get it done, and you'd be surprised at how quick you can get this done to then work on other things it is that you want to do. I also make sure to always have my highlighter right next to my post-it note because this is what is going to allow me to just quickly check it off and then get right to the next thing. So this has been really helpful. Number 3 is you need to lay out your outfit the night before. By doing this, you honestly have no excuse in the morning to not want to get up and get things done. I always make sure that I have my sneakers out for walking, my walking shirt and my shorts, and I have this out on my computer chair every single morning. I make sure that this is out the night before because in the morning you're so tired that you don't want to think. You just want to have everything laid out and you kind of just want to be like a robot. Like, I'm gonna get up, I'm gonna fix my bed, do my skincare, change, and then literally head out the door. And the same thing with my fanny pack. I always make sure that the bag that I'm bringing when I am walking is packed, and I usually just keep chapstick and then my keys to get back in the house. That is literally it. And I obviously hold my phone in there as well, and I have my headphones. I make sure that they're fully charged because I want to listen to a YouTube video or a podcast episode. I just always make sure sure that I have everything laid out on my desk, on my computer chair, because it's really gonna help me. The last tip when it comes to how to wake up earlier and how to actually enjoy it, the tips to really get you out of bed, is you need to love your routine. You have to personalize it and you have to love it. You need to do things that you're actually going to enjoy and want to get up for in the morning. This was one of the main things that I noticed was lacking in my previous morning routines, is that I used to wake up at like 7:30, sometimes 8 o'clock, and I would already have a lot of my morning gone because I don't really just have any time to do anything for myself. It's just wake up, breakfast, change, get my day started, hop in some meetings, and I wouldn't do anything for my personal self, and that is what was lacking. That is what was making me not want to wake up earlier, because I wasn't doing anything for me. And even if I did add that in after 8 a.m., it's like my morning is already gone now, because by the time I actually sit down to get my real work done after doing my personal things, it's already gonna be like after 9:30. So it was kind of like, okay, the most important hours of the day are already gone. But when I started personalizing my routine and actually doing things that I enjoy, I noticed that I would actually be excited to wake up in the morning, and I actually look forward to hearing my alarm go off, because I'm like, great, I can go on my walk, I can listen to a podcast episode, I can listen to a YouTube video, whatever it is, and I really just personalized my routine. So those little tips that I just mentioned, like getting my outfit out the night before, writing out my to-do list, making sure that I already have a podcast episode the night before, like whatever it is, having your morning set up the night before is going to really help you when it comes to waking up, because like I said, you don't have to think, you literally just do, and it's all already ready for you. If you're not sure how to personalize your morning routine, I think some tips that could be helpful is just trying different things and seeing what sticks for you. I know for me, I am an entrepreneur, I'm a business owner, and I'm also a content creator, so I always want to just be taking in information from other really successful people that are creators as well as entrepreneurs. I really like to listen to interviews or podcast episodes with Mr. Beast, because he is one of the biggest, if not the biggest YouTuber in the world. He has over 250 million subscribers. He gets billions of views on his YouTube channel, and he is someone that has insane work ethic. So I love to listen to interviews with him because he does not hold back. He talks about everything when it comes to being a creator, how to hook people in, how to really get your audience to want to stay and watch your videos. And then Mark Cuban is another really great entrepreneur, billionaire guy that has built million and billion-dollar businesses and has been able to sell them. So listening to people like that, just getting two perspectives in different industries is great. I also love to listen to people like Steve Jobs and Jeff Bezos and Mark Zuckerberg, interviews with them on how they started the world's biggest and most influential companies and businesses. It's really interesting to just hear about how they turn an idea into a business. I realized, like, okay, I like to listen to these things throughout the day, so why not just introduce that into my morning and make it enjoyable for me? And that's how I started to really personalize my routine. I also got that tip from Kevin O'Leary's YouTube channel to write my daily 3 on a post-it note, and now I make sure that I'm doing that. I also have a habit tracker app that I've been using that has been very helpful for me, and at the end of the day, I know that I can check it off, and I actually look forward to checking off my habits and things that I'm getting done. So just personalizing it, making it fun, trying different things. Maybe you're not someone who likes to meditate in the morning. Maybe you're someone that doesn't like to read in the morning. If you already know that about yourself, don't even try to do that. Just try to replace it with something else that you already enjoy doing throughout the day, or that you just personally enjoy and like to do. Now we're getting into 4 benefits that I have noticed after waking up at 6 a.m. and getting a head start to my day. Number 1 is you get to work on your goals a lot earlier. There is just something that is so beautiful and peaceful and quiet about being up early in the morning before everybody else. And I'm actually looking forward to waking up even earlier than 6 a.m. because right now I'm really just trying to get my body adjusted for a few weeks to that 6 a.m. routine. But because I've already been loving my mornings, I know that maybe a few months from now I'll even do 5:30 and then 5 o'clock and really just start there, because there is so much beauty in waking up early and just seeing such a quiet, peaceful morning, such a quiet, peaceful world. It's really nice to just see that first thing. And by having that extra quiet time in the morning to really work on your goals, you're gonna notice that you are just gonna be so excited and motivated and inspired. And that's a really big benefit that I have seen when it comes to waking up early, is that I have this extra time now to work on my personal goals. Like, I used to just fit in throughout the day listening to podcasts and interviews, but now by adding it to my walks and by having my headphones on and just really immersing into that video and taking it in, it's very inspiring, and you just want to take everything in and apply it into your life right away and into your own businesses. So having this personal time to work on yourself and maybe things throughout the day that you don't have time to do, you're going to be really happy because you're going to notice you're progressing, and little things that maybe you wanted wanted to do. Like maybe you don't have a lot of reading time throughout the day, or maybe you don't have time to listen to podcasts and work out and do all of these things. Doing it first thing in the morning, you're really gonna love it. Number 2 is my productivity has increased by an insane amount. Like I told you guys, I have my daily 3 on my post-it note. By having this written out and getting it done and actually seeing that I'm highlighting things has been really great to help me get other things done. So I used to be a really big journal girly. I have my journal still, and I would just get so overwhelmed by seeing all of those bullet points and seeing everything. I was like, I don't even know where to begin, that I don't even want to do anything. Hours would just pass of me sitting at my table and just looking at all of these things, and I would just be watching YouTube videos. I would be like doing fake tasks thinking that I'm getting all of these things done when in reality I wasn't. And so by actually having a to-do list and by actually highlighting it and getting things done, my productivity levels have increased so much, and I have never felt better about my work than I have in these last few weeks. Like I'm really on top of my podcast, my newsletter, my YouTube content even. I've noticed that you guys are noticing I've been a lot more consistent. I've been posting a lot more, and these videos are actually inspiring and even motivating you guys to get started with your own life. I've been getting really nice and sweet messages, and I'm really grateful for that because you guys are noticing the work that I'm putting in. I feel myself getting a lot better with the work it is that I'm doing, and I'm very grateful for that. Number 3 is I'm sleeping a lot more, and I'm also sleeping earlier. When I didn't have a bedtime and I was kind of just letting myself sleep whenever, I noticed that I wasn't sleeping as much because I was just letting myself sleep whenever, and I wasn't able to wake up earlier because I wasn't strict with myself the night before. So make sure that you are staying on top of your sleep routine, your sleep schedule. You're gonna notice that your sleeping patterns are going to just improve by a lot. I now love waking up earlier, and I love going to sleep earlier as well because I genuinely feel energized. I feel it in my body. I'm not groggy and I'm not straggling out of bed. I obviously have my mornings where it is a little bit harder for me to get up. Like the first few days that I was doing 6 a.m. I was like excited, and then after like the 3rd or the 2nd day I was like, okay, I'm tired now, I don't want to do this anymore. When you push yourself and when you just have that thing in your head that's like, you got this, you can do this, like it's just hard in the beginning. The hardest step is just to get out of bed. Like when you tell yourself these little things, it's gonna be a lot easier for you to get up, and that's exactly what I do. I'll put on some sort of motivational YouTube video or just something in the background that's gonna be like, girl, you need to get up, you have goals and you have things that you need to accomplish, so let's get it done, because the hardest part is honestly getting out of bed. It really is. But obviously when you sleep more, you are going to feel better, your body is going to be adjusted, your body is going to feel good, and you are going to be able to push through and wake up earlier as well as sleep earlier. And number 4, the last benefit that I've seen when it comes to waking up early is you're getting movement and you're getting exercise first thing in the day. That is a huge benefit that I think is probably the best one of all, is that you're getting movement in. I am someone that is home all day every day, and now that I don't commute to New York anymore, I'm really just working on trying to be outside the house, even if it's for a little bit, even if it's just for an hour, just to see the outside world, touch grass, and just see the sky. Like it can really be hard sometimes to get out of the house when you're just working and editing and doing things at the computer all day, but it's just as important to get outside and see the world, feel that fresh air. You're walking through a park or you're just walking your dog, whatever it is, being outside is one of the best things that you can do. And walking is such a great and easy low impact exercise and a low impact workout that has so much benefits for your body. It's really good for losing weight and toning up, and also it's really just good for your legs and your mind and mental health. My sister and I, we love to go on walks and we love to just talk about our day. It's nice to debrief what is going on, how we're feeling, exchange different information with each other, and then also we're getting exercise at the same time, so it's really beneficial. I still love to go to my spin classes and go work out and do my cycle bar classes, but there's just something about walking and just listening to something on your phone that has just as much fun for me and has just as many benefits, because you're still getting out. And like I said, being in front of the computer all day, sitting down all day, sometimes that's not good for you to do all day every day. So just make sure you're getting out there and you're getting some sort of movement, because your body's gonna thank you, and your future you is also gonna thank you. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope that this has inspired and motivated you to want to get up a little bit earlier and get your goals and everything done. You're gonna see so many benefits, and like I said, future you is really gonna thank you. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.